In this tutorial, we will learn how to make a dynamic gradient for our web page. You could select different colors and the gradient background of your page will change right away. And we'll do it using Angular 1, HTML, and CSS. Let's start by creating our HTML5 file. First line is always a doc type, and you specify HTML. And then you start your HTML tag, and you close your HTML tag. And inside the HTML, we have our header section. And inside the head, we're going to include our AngularJS file from the CDN. Script src equal to the CDN location, and close the script tag. Then we're going to close the head tag, and then we're going to add the body tag. And inside the body, we are going to add two drop-downs. And we are going to add colors like red, blue, and green. Oops. We close our drop-down, and then let's copy the same drop-down again. We save it, and let's go to the browser and see how it looks. You see our two drop-downs being present here. Right now, if we change, nothing will happen. We did nothing to wire up the linear gradient. So let's get started. So the first thing we'll do is we'll make the body an Angular app by setting ng-app directive. Once we do that, it makes anything inside the body, oops, I didn't close the body, anything inside the body a Angular app. So from here to here, it's an Angular app. Now let's bind the two drop-downs with the variables, and you do that using ng model directive. So directives in Angular are special attributes that Angular defines, or you can create your own custom using which you can extend the behavior of the HTML tag. In this case, we are extending the behavior of the select HTML tag, and we are going to attach a variable with which the selected value of this drop-down is going to get binded. Let me name it my color 1, and let me bind the second one to my color 2. Let me also add an option of yellow, because I think red and yellow looks a good combination in the gradient. So now our basic drop-downs are set. We have our Angular app set up. We have included Angular. Let's go ahead and define the CSS style. And we need to define the style inside the Angular app. The reason being, we are going to use the binded variable myColor1 and myColor2, and it needs to be used within the app for the Angular app to recognize the values. So we'll set the HTML style, we'll make it a height of 100% so that it occupies the whole page. And then we are going to customize the style of the body tag, and we are going to say background, and we'll say linear gradient, and we have to specify the 2 colors for the linear gradient. You can choose different types of gradients for the purposes of this tutorial. To keep it simple, let's just use linear gradient, and we use the expression evaluator, 2 curly braces, and within the expression evaluator we can use the first variable and then comma, expression evaluator again, use the second variable, save it, and let's go and check out our file. We do a refresh. By default, the myColor1 and myColor2 are blank because it's not initialized. So let me go ahead and select the red and yellow. Boom! I get the background gradient with the red and yellow. I change the second color to blue. I get a red and blue background. And there was no JavaScripting, there was no event handling. It was pure HTML and Angular, a little bit of CSS. There you go. Your own dynamic background gradient with simple HTML, CSS, and Angular 1.